We'll just call this one story time. So I just finished spending the last 3 hours filming content, and I'm here at the stopping point, and I decided I wanted to film one more piece of content. I want to tell you guys a little bit about my story, not from the time I was born or back in my childhood days or anything. I want to tell you about my last 3 years. Some of you may not care to hear my story, unless it benefits you in some way, and who knows, maybe it could. So here goes. Over the last 3 years, 3 and some odd years, I've taken on this journey of entrepreneurship, and needless to say, it's been the best experience that I've ever taken on. As well as it being the best experience that it's ever been, it's also been the scariest experience. It's also been the most challenging experience. It has also been the most challenging experience emotionally, spiritually, and every now and then physically, just in regards to fitness and whatnot. But that's not the point. So definitely stay fit and don't get old. The last 3 years have been all of that and then. I know some of you hear scary and challenging and emotionally challenging. It's literally all of that. And I don't think anyone goes through life without experiencing those type of moments. I, of course, like anyone, making a shift from working a 9-to-5 to taking what I consider to be an extreme leap. And I would try to sugarcoat it for anybody that is looking to make that shift. It's extreme. It's a big leap. And if you're going to do it, lean all the way into it, not halfway. And that's what I did. I leaned all the way into it. I did not know what I was doing, but I did not look backwards. Going back to work was not an option for me. And so I leaned in. I let the experience do what it did to me. I let it challenge me as a person, an individual, a partner, a sibling, a son, a friend. I let it grow and develop me in several areas of my life that I could not be more grateful for. And it has not only affected me, but it's also affected a lot of the people around me. I don't have a lot of the same people around me that I did 3 years ago, and that just comes with life as well. But you start to experience, of course, leaning in, you start to experience the true essence of developing yourself in this realm. And you start to realize that there was a world that existed that you did not even know what it looked like. I always remember that I looked at businesses and business owners, and I may have had an image in my mind of what their world looked like, but now that I'm here, I was totally wrong. It's actually pretty cool. It's much cooler than what I envisioned it to be, and it's nothing like the workforce in the 9-to-5 world. And I'm not saying that to talk down on people who work a 9-to-5. That was a great time in my life. I was free. I was doing whatever. It was cool. It got me to here. So I'm not talking down on it. But the experience over the last 3 years has been one hell of a roller coaster. If I were to look at the last 10 years of my life as a roller coaster, which it was, and the last 10 years of my life was probably a roller coaster, whatever. Let's just say there was 10 loop-de-loops and an upside down. In the last 3 years, there were about 50 loop-de-loops, 20 upside downs, and a steep drop, and then right back up. So in 3 years. And so a lot has shifted in the last 3 years. And so I say this to say, and I'm not going to make this a long story, but I said this to say that in life, you can only grow and develop as much as the space that you're in allows you to grow and develop. And I realized that the space that I was in before allowed me to develop at a much different pace, and the space that I'm in now has, with it being the most challenging and the most friction and the most disruptive space that I've been in, as well as the most joyous, rewarding, fulfilling space, it has allowed me to grow at a much faster pace as well as make an impact on the people around me much sooner than I could ever imagine.